Arturo Schomburg was dedicated to preserving books, arts, and other materials from peoples of African descent around the world. To get these items, Schomburg, friends and colleagues, whom he asked to bring back rare and valuable objects from their international travels. So he sought help or essentially donations. Well, more help, because he asked them to bring these things back. Now, Schomburg's collection is a valuable resource for scholars of Black history and culture. So he admired, disagreed with, warned, depended on. He depended on friends and colleagues who he asked questions, asked them to bring the things back. It's not whether they admired it, it's not whether he disagreed with them, or if they were warned. Those are irrelevant and out of context. For painter Jacob Lawrence, being was an important part of the artistic process. Okay, let's figure out what that was. Because he paid close attention to all the details, okay, being observant, somehow focused on all the details. Lawrence's artwork captured nuances in the beauty and vitality of the Black experience during the Harlem Renaissance. Well, he was focused on the details, so he was able to pick up different nuances. So, observant, yes, there's the word itself. Not skeptical, not critical, and not confident. Researchers have struggled to pinpoint specific causes for hiccups, which happen to a person when a person's diaphragm contracts violently, I would guess, I don't know, uncontrollably. However, neuroscientist such and such has found that these uncontrollable, there's the idea, would be uncontrollably, would be my guess. May play an important role in helping infants regulate their breathing. So involuntarily, that's the idea of uncontrollably. They're not doing it on purpose. It's not to good effect. It's not stressful. And it's not easy and smooth, so involuntarily. The following text is adapted from Mohsin Hamid's 2017 novel Exit West. Saeed lives with his mother and father. On cloudless nights after a daytime rain, Saeed's father would sometimes bring out the telescope, and the family would sip green tea on their balcony, enjoying a breeze, and take turns to look up at objects whose light often had been emitted before any of these three viewers had been born. Light from other centuries, only now reaching Earth. So what would reaching mean in this? Just arriving at or getting to. So arriving at or visible from Earth. Arriving at. There you go. Not consulting with, the light's not running to and clinging to Earth. When Mexican-American archaeologist Magdalena Nuttall published her 1886 research paper on sculptures found in the ancient indigenous city of Teotihuacan in present-day Mexico, other researchers readily her work as groundbreaking, hailed, praised, something to that effect, a positive, recognizing, they're positively recognizing, stemmed from her convincing demonstration that the sculptures were much older than previously thought. So they readily acknowledged. They didn't ensure it, they didn't deny it, and they didn't underestimate it. They acknowledged her work as groundbreaking. Some people have speculated that two helmets with attached horns discovered in Denmark in 1942 belonged to Vikings, but scholars have long been skeptical. Archaeologist Helle Vandkild and colleagues recently provided radiocarbon dates for the helmets, and their findings scholar skepticism. The helmets date to the Nordic Bronze Age, centuries before Vikings existed, so their findings confirmed the scholars who doubted that they were Vikings, because in fact they weren't. They were well before Vikings. So their findings anticipated scholars? No. Inspected, revealed, justify. Their findings justify scholars' skepticism. Yeah. You wouldn't be revealing it because they already revealed that they're skeptical about it. You're not inspecting it and you're not anticipating the skepticism. You're justifying it. The following text is adapted from Hartman's 1894 story, Magnolia Blossoms. The narrator is standing on the deck of a boat. We want to know, what does the word suggestion, underlined, mean? What a night it was. My soul had left its body to lose itself in the wild, unrestrained beauty around me, from where it came, and only left a trembling suggestion of its existence within me. The other passengers moved around me like shadows, and again my eyes drank in all the glory and wealth of that night. So it only left a trembling suggestion of its existence. So what would that most likely mean? An idea? A memory? Something to that effect? So a trace. Not an opinion, not a dispute, not a command. A trembling trace of its existence within me. So that's a small, not clear material thing. That would be right. As Mexico's first president from an indigenous community, Benito Juarez became one of the most famous, would be my first hunch, figures in his country's history. Among the many significant accomplishments of his long tenure in office, so many significant accomplishments might be productive based on the word clues. An update from my first hunch. Juarez consolidated the authority of the national government and advanced the rights of indigenous people. So famous, productive, maybe even helpful, given the last example. Unpredictable? No. Important? Yeah, definitely most important figures. Not secretive, not ordinary.